Now our next challenge is to count number of vowels, consonants and number of words in a string. So here I have an example string. A string is containing lower cases with vowels as well as upper cases are also there. Few letters are in uppercase and the spaces are also there. So total 3 words are here. And I have not taken any special characters or numbers in this one. Now let us solve this problem. I have to count vowels. So what are vowels? A, E, I, O and U. These are vowels. Even these are also vowels. Right? So what I mean is, if it is in uppercase or lowercase, so it may be in any case. So we have to check whether it's a vowel in lowercase as well as uppercase. We have to consider both. So while scanning a string, you should check for both of these. Now, if it is not a vowel, then there are two possibilities in this example string, that it is a consonant, right? It's a consonant, or it may be a space. It may be a space. This is a blank space. So if it is a blank space, then it means there is a new word starting. Now again, blank space, so a new word is starting. So in this string, there are total 3 words and there are 2 spaces. So 2 spaces are there means there are 3 words. So this is the idea we have now, right now for our example string. So if there is a space, then there is a new word. So you have to count the number of words means you have to count the number of spaces. If you got 2 spaces, then there are 3 words. So for this example string, how to find out these vowels and consonants and words. So I'll give the idea here. You have to scan through this string from left to right by checking each and every character. We have already done it. How to scan a string, we know it very well. Now while scanning, what you should do, check for vowel. If it is a vowel, then count it or add 1 to it. And if there are spaces, if it is a space, then count 1 to it, right? So count a space plus 1. Otherwise, just you can count it as a consonant, right? Add to consonant. We don't have any special characters or extra spaces. Now let us talk about checking of this one. So for checking a vowel, you have to check whether a letter is any of these. So you have to write a very lengthy condition, whether a letter is capital A or E or I or O. So you have to check it for all, for upper cases as well as lower cases. Then for space, just you have to give a space in between single quotes. This is very easy. Otherwise, it's a consonant. So you can write on the program now. I have given you the idea. So write a program by yourself. So pause the video and try it. If you want help, you can continue the video. You will find the solution. I will write on the program and show you. After giving the solution for this one, I'll give you one more problem that you have to do it by yourself. So watch this video till end. Now here is a string. I have taken the same string. Now I have to count vowels and consonants. So I will declare some variable. Vowels, that is initialized to 0, and consonant is also initialized to 0, and space, or I will call it as space, and this is also initialized to 0. Now I have to scan through this string and check for those letters. So for this I will say integer I assigned 0 and str of I is not equal to null character and I++. Now I have to check whether it's a vowel or not. So if str of I is equal to capital A, then or I have to check for another thing. For every letter I should do this. So what I'll do now is, instead of typing this entire thing, I'll copy this and I will paste it. This for E, I, O, U, then lowercase a, E, I, O, U, right? So I'll just change the letters. This is capital E, capital I, capital O, and capital U. Then here lowercase a, lowercase e, lowercase I, lowercase o, and lowercase u. Now if this is the case, then I will say vowels plus plus. That's it. Then else, if this is not the case, if it's not a vowel, then I said I have to check only for the space. So str of I, already I have copied it, so I will just simply paste it here. I have to check for a space. So there should be a space in between single quotes, right? So space plus plus. Else, I am assuming that it's a consonant. Consonant plus plus. That's all. So I am counting vowels and spaces and consonants. So now here I will print vowels are, so how many vowels are there? Whatever we get in this one, right? So NL, now I'll just copy this and paste it here 2 times. Now vowels, then words, then consonants. So how many consonants are there? So I'll type here consonants, then words. So here I will say space plus 1. Otherwise, if you don't want to write 1 here, then you should start from here, right? Here you should start space from 1 onwards, but initially we don't have any spaces, so it's better to start with 0, and here you have to show plus 1 for number of words. So let us first of all count how many vowels are there. 1, 2, and 3 vowels are there. So how many consonants? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 consonants are there, and there are 3 words. 3 vowels, 9 consonants, and 3 words. Yes, we got a perfect answer for this one. So this was a solution for counting words and vowels and consonants. Now next challenge that you are supposed to do it, you solve it by yourself. So I'll just remove this. Okay, I'll push it down, and here I'll show you a new string. See, if I have more spaces, then how to handle this? So you have to find out a solution for this one. So it's a challenge for you. You can write the program by yourself if there are multiple spaces. See, this logic, the one we have written here, if there are multiple spaces, then every space it will count, and I have given 4 extra spaces. So right now the answer was 3. So it will say plus 4, total 7 words, but it's having actually 3 words. So if there are multiple words, then what you'll do? So if there are multiple spaces, then what you'll do? So find out a solution. Now next thing in this challenge is, suppose here I have a number 7. See, this is not a consonant, it's a number. So but our program that we have written just now, it will simply count it as consonant. So it will take 7 also as consonant. So you have to make sure that it's a uppercase consonant or it may be a lowercase consonant, and you should count it as lower or uppercase consonant, right? So if it is other than consonant, you should not count it. So these are the 2 conditions I have introduced. That is, if there are multiple spaces, then if there are any other special characters like words, -7. Now if hyphen, you should not count it as consonant. So you have to handle these 2 conditions and complete a challenge by yourself. That's all. Practice these programs.